Yo, what's up? So today I wanted to talk about something pretty near and dear to my heart, which is the Korg Monotron Delay. I've had this maybe since 2011 or maybe even 2012. It's one of the first pieces of gear I went to buy, and I was looking for something kind of grungy and dirty. And sure, this does what you would expect. Well, geez Louise. Right? But the magic in this is not using it as a synthesizer, for me, of course, all subjective, and it's running entire tracks through it. Listen to this. It just has this crunch. Oh. Oh. So with this setup here, I have the Q out going into a separate input so we can hear what the track sounds like without the monotron, right? Pretty chill, but then you start bringing in elements through the monotron. I have the kick right now being cued going into its own input, but if I uncue it, it's going to go through the monotron. And this is just like instant lo-fi, but the reason I have this setup here is so I can show you two ways I've used the monotron in the past, and I used to use it a ton. Actually, I guess three ways. Here's one way. I used to just do this, turn the feedback up so it'll self-oscillate, and use that. Boom. That's the texture I would use a lot. It just adds weird rhythmic things in the background. Right? You take that, you high pass it, and you're good. But if you rock this time, there's another rhythm. There's another rhythm, right? So you can just rock this in a ton of different rhythmic ways. I think for the price, whatever it is, this, I don't know, I will look it up after. It's incredible, but really, really incredible for running sounds, not thowns, running sounds through it. And the second way I would use this monotron is exactly how I've been showing it to you right now. It's just rocking everything through it. And I have to turn the volume way down because you can see here, our main volume is super duper low. If I really push it, this thing will clip like nobody's business. Take the kick out. It's this weird, just full blown, it reminds me a lot of tape distortion. Right, you even have the filter on here. We'll bring this off a little bit. We'll get it back to around 33. That's kind of where I was rocking it earlier. The filter on here is nuts because you can hear it has a little bit of a cue. Right there, it has a nice little resonance. Right, or if we were to run everything clean, except for the sample, now you got this dope texture on your sample, and you could rock this feedback. And honestly, this reminds me a lot of the Zen Delay, because the Zen Delay has a filter. Even though I always rock it in band pass, not low pass, you can't change this, right? It's always a low pass, but you got the time, you got the feedback. The knobs are tiny, so the resolution when you're turning things, be careful, is crazy. And you have an LFO. I mean, you get overdrive and a couple other controls on the Zen Delay that make it a bit more playable and a little easier to use. But I mean, if you're on a budget, come on. Right? Or watch, this will take it to another pattern. I have another pattern here. Right, if we run everything, crank it up a little bit, get our kick clean. If I cue our kick again, it's going into its own separate channel. Or this is where I really wanted it to be. So if we cue everything so that everything is clean, Oh, hold on, my levels are way off. Let me fix this really quick. So now I have it set up so that everything is clean except for the chord stab. This is the third way I used to use the Monotron a ton, which was specifically for one sound. So this is going to be the chord stab going through here, and I'm just going to rock the delay. You can hear this clap, or this stab is pretty bass heavy. We'll go here and I'm going to adjust our bass. Right? Or we go to the other pattern. Filter it down, especially if this filter is open. I'm losing control. But honestly, this feels like such, I mean, here's another thing to note. Noisy as hell. Watch, if I just turn this off. All gone. Dead silent. But like I was saying, this really definitely does feel like a budget Zen Delay. I mean, okay, hold on. I gotta find out the price of this thing. 1 second. Yeah, $46.48. The most weird dynamic pricing ever. It's perfectly 53% off. That's a lie, Korg. This is on the Amazon site. It's usually like 50 bucks or 60 bucks, I'm guessing. I think I paid 50 bucks for mine. Get it used if you can, of course, but they're awesome. I love them. I'm happy I found it. I kept it in this like huge bin of all my percussive stuff and pocket operators and cases and all that stuff. And I came across it, I was like, oh my God, I remember this thing and I missed this thing. So I'm gonna be using it on some more tracks just because it has that grit. It has that dirt that I absolutely love. I mean, this is clean, right? That's fine, no worries, but let's take it to the races. Wait, what just happened? Oh, it's off. Woo! Woo! Ah, way too hot. Way too hot. There it is. Yo. Wait, hold on, before I get too carried away. What's the point of this? So, I don't want you to buy the Monotron Delay. I want you to experiment, to try things out, just to have fun and kind of have that weird beginner's mind of making anything, making music, right? That's what we're talking about here. I'll never forget somebody mentioning in a previous video when I had my Oberheim expander, which I don't have anymore, and I seriously miss so much. But anyway, I had the expander, and I was running it into a pocket operator, and someone was like, why the hell would you ever do that? And my response to them was, quietly, of course, was, why not? You know, we have these tools, we have this freedom, this creativity, let's keep it going, let's keep it moving, let's try things, let's explore. That's where kind of the inspiration comes from. A lot of this stuff, and creativity's out there. To be found, I guess. And yeah, you know, try new things. Go grab something, run it into something else. Musically, of course, that could not pertain to everything. But yeah, anyway, before I get too lost in my own thoughts, I want to get lost in this track. It's always so good to see you. I hope to see you again next week. And until then, my friend, you already know the drill. Share the love, share the knowledge. Knowledge is power. Peace. There it is.